Hi, this is Lady Lex UK, and this is another pilot episode. We will be holding a poll on all the pilot episodes that I'm making to see which ones you'd like me to make into a full series. But the idea of this particular pilot is what can we make in Dreams? Now, before Dreams was even launched as beta or early access, there was a lot of speculation about what people would make in Dreams, and there was an interview that Game Informer did with Alex Evans, where they asked him a load of questions. Can we make this? Can we make that? Can we make the next thing? So what I'm thinking is to go through some of that interview and see if anybody actually made the things that Alex Evans and Game Informer thought they might do. It'd be interesting to see if anybody actually made the things that Game Informer asked about. Also, there is a list that I put on Dream Bubble of the sort of things that I thought people would make in Dreams, and we'll go through that and see if anybody actually did make those as well. So I've got a full idea about what this series could be about, and it also hopefully will give you some ideas about what to make in Dreams. If you're sort of lacking in some inspiration right now and you need something to spark off some ideas. So let's start with Game Informer interview, and they went through quite a few named games. Let's see, did anybody make the games that Game Informer thought people would want to make? Just a little disclaimer before we continue. A lot of what you're about to see are Dream fan-made games which are technically against the rules of Dreams. You're not allowed to infringe on other people's copyright, and the owners of these games have at any time the right to take down any of these creations to protect their own copyright. And to protect my YouTube channel, I won't be playing any of the copyright music, the licensed music from the games that have been illegally imported into Dreams and used in these fan makes. Just want to be covered. I don't want a copyright strike on my channel. So the first game Game Informer mentions in the interview is Little Big Planet. Can you make Little Big Planet in Dreams? They ask Alex, and he says that's a good idea and raises an eyebrow, to which he says, has nobody done it yet? And he says no comment. Now that no comment might be because they actually did make a little bit of Little Big Planet. Now they don't own Little Big Planet anymore. Media Molecule sold the rights, or Sony sold the rights on to Sumo Digital, who made Little Big Planet 3 and all the consequent games. So it's an interesting one that they decided to make it, but it's not a surprise that a lot of the Little Big Planet people came to Dreams and wanted to recreate their favourite game. So there is quite a bit Little Big Planet in Dreams. There's kits, there's dreams, there's scenes, there's hundreds and hundreds of Sackboy characters for you to use, and people are making not just clones of Little Big Planet levels, but they're also making reconstructions of their own levels that they made, and they're also making brand new things using the Sackboy character and the Little Big Planet style. So Dreams actually works really well for recreating Little Big Planet. Side-scrolling platformers are relatively simple to do in Dreams, and like I say, a lot of Dreamers do come from a background of making Little Big Planet levels, so it's not a surprise. So can you make Little Big Planet in Dreams? And that's a big thumbs up. The next game mentioned in the interview was Legend of Dragoon. Alex was asked, could you make Legend of Dragoon 2? And Alex said yes. So did anybody make it? Well, yes is the answer. There is a dreamer called Wolf the Link 29 who is currently making The Legend of Dragoon. It's currently in beta. It was launched in December 2020. It appears to be in French. It's mostly cutscenes right now. There's also a cutscene by Divine Vector ZX11 of a Burning Town, which is also The Legend of Dragoon. Both of them uses music taken from the game. And there we go. So, can you make Legend of Dragoon 2? And the answer is yes, you can. As well as saying yes to Legend of Dragoon 2, Alex also suggested maybe Dungeon Keeper 3. But I'm sorry, Alex, no one has made Dungeon Keeper 3. The next sequel suggestion from Ben Hansen was Overblood 3, but I'm sorry, nobody has made any Overblood games in Dreams so far. So, has anybody made Twisted Metal? And the answer is, well, yes, sort of. There are a lot of unfinished demos of Twisted Metal in Dreams, a lot of them featuring the iconic clown car, but there's no full games as yet. Most of these are just demos and tryouts of car designs and a little bit of car combat. But can you make Twisted Metal in Dreams? I think the verdict is yes. Here is another game that has yet to receive the Dreams remake treatment, Warhawk. Apart from the couple of pranksters who decided to rickroll us with the promise of Half-Life 3, there have been some attempts at Half-Life in Dreams, some demos, some cutscenes, reconstructions of scenes, or brand new games with the Half-Life feel. Fans have also included plenty of sound effects, the Half-Life logo, and also Valve's intro if you wanted to create the entire game. So can you make Half-Life 3 in Dreams? I think the answer is yes. Alex was asked which PlayStation 1 game do you think would be the easiest to recreate in Dreams? And his suggestion was Wipeout. Then he was asked, could you do it? And he said, yeah. He hasn't, but Gorfman has. It's Slide Out 3019. It was launched during early access, and it's a very close clone of Wipeout. Extremely well made, very, very playable. It's also VR compatible for those of you who want to play it in VR. And so there you go. There are lots of other racing games of a similar nature to Wipeout, but when he said Wipeout, I'm assuming he means the racing game and not the obstacle course with the big red balls, which has also been made in Dreams. So, can we make Wipeout in Dreams? Oh yes, you can. Well, Ben Hansen's final game mentioned in the interview was, would Death Stranding be out by now if he had chosen to make it in Dreams rather than the Decima engine? Now, it's a bit of a tongue-in-cheek question. Obviously, Death Stranding was on everybody's mind at the time. It hadn't come out. Everybody was anticipating it. However, as soon as it did come out, all the trailers and everything, Dreamers were right on it, and there is a lot of Death Stranding homages in Dreams, some parodies, check out Elephant Stranding, but there is a lot of Death Stranding landscapes and artwork in the Dreamverse for you to look at. Not too surprising, because the majority of Death Stranding is a man walking across a landscape, and that's pretty much bread and butter for Dreams creators. So you're not going to get the whole epic game in Dreams, but you might spend a good 10 minutes wandering around, trying to connect up nodes and things like that. So, can you make Death Stranding in Dreams? Well, Dreamers are having a good go at it, so I'm going to say yes. So that was What Can I Make in Dreams? We're going through the Game Informer interview. That was the named games. He also went through various different game types, so that will be incorporated into the second video if you choose for me to make this. So this is our pilot episode of What Can I Make in Dreams? And if you like it, then I will be making more. There will be a poll coming up in the next few weeks after I've done all of my pilots, so you can choose which of the different pilot episodes you like the most and which one you'd like me to continue making. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in your dreams.